Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mind and More, where we talk about anything that comes to mind and more. Today, I'm going to talk about how to get into the university of your dreams. So, my background is that I'm a University of Cambridge master's student, and this was something I didn't even really think was possible at first, and I just kind of went for it, and it happened for me. So I'm talking to anyone who's interested in the University of Cambridge or any university, any elite university, or any university really that you really want to go to, how to get into the university of your dreams and how to ace that application so that they have no choice but to accept you. So, some of the tips may seem like, oh, they're a cliche or they're basic, but if you take them seriously and actually do these things, you're guaranteed to get into the university of your dreams. Because sometimes I think we get so used to hearing certain advice that we stop taking it seriously. But a lot of the things that we hear seem cliche are actually true. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is tip number one, which is to research. So do your research. There's so much information out there, so make use of it. The majority of your time that you spend on your application should be spent on researching, as this is what actually gives you direction. Make full use of the college website or the university website, plus watch YouTube videos. You can also go to the web pages for the scholarships that you're applying to as well. And if there's a choice, apply to as many scholarships as possible and as many types of funding as possible. And also check out the channels of people who got into that particular universities and maybe browse through their videos on how they did their personal statement or how they went through specific parts of the application. And this may seem obvious, but it's also really worth noting that you need to take note of the deadlines for both admission and for funding options. Also, take note of the academic requirements, the program's curriculum, the methods of teaching, and the tips that the university gives you. A lot of times, the universities will give you little tricks and tips on how to actually succeed in their applications. Take note of those. And also, do when you do learn these things, make sure you include them in things like your personal statement or any other essay so that they know that you've done your research. And then number two, second tip is that make sure your program choice not only fits your wants, but that it fits your CV as well. I cannot stress this enough. Yes, it's important that you're interested in the program you select, but that's not the only important thing. You need to make sure that you're also a good fit for the program. It's a two-way thing. You have to be a good fit for the program, and the program has to be a good fit for you. There's no point in applying to a program where you're not the kind of candidate that they're looking for. And I don't mean the candidate they're looking for in terms of grades only, but also in terms of things like research, work experience, and other things. Make sure you, like I said in the first point, make sure you do your research and really get a good grasp on the kind of candidate that they want. And then also, your CV should back up the claim that you're an ideal candidate for your chosen program. So, on top of your personal statement, make sure that your CV really showcases how you're the perfect candidate. You don't have to have straight A's in every single subject you've ever done or have better grades than everyone else who applied. You just need to meet the academic requirements that they specify, and from there on, everything else depends on fit. And then number three, put your self-doubts aside. So this means be as daring as possible during the application process. Be bold. Just make sure you keep it within the confines of what is normal and you don't end up sabotaging yourself. But remember that normal doesn't mean boring. And then number four, is don't be scared to make your personal statement exciting. So, with a personal statement, it's all in the name. It's a personal statement. Make it personal, not general. Use personal experiences. Share pieces of yourself that you didn't share in other parts of the application. Also, use things like metaphors, analogies, quotes. Enhance your essay without exaggerating it. And also, another thing that's important is to run your essay by someone else. It could be a family member, or it could even be one of your referees that's recommending you. And also, please make sure that you don't plagiarize anything from anywhere, ever. You can use other people's essays as inspirations, but as inspiration, I mean, but please don't copy anything. It really will just not end well. And then the next tip number 5, is all aspects of the application matter. So even the small things that can be really easy to neglect or ignore are actually big things. So make sure you have strong references, and make sure that these references show that your referee actually knows you and knows how you work and knows certain skills that you have, and that they're really in a position to give a good recommendation. And then if there's any other short extra essays that they may ask you to write, make sure that you take them seriously and you really put effort into them. With a lot of applications, there's a lot of steps to the application, and some may seem negligible, but don't take anything lightly. And then this is a little bonus tip, just a last tip, is don't drive yourself crazy as you wait. Once you send in that application, just relax. Don't drive yourself crazy. Instead, have crazy faith. You're probably not, you're definitely actually a better candidate than you think you are. So believe in yourself. That will really go a long way. If you're gonna make it anyway, why drive yourself crazy while you wait? And that's it. Just follow these simple steps, and I hope you get into the university of your dreams. Cheers.